According to a new report from the Washington Post that was released Wednesday evening, Attorney General Jeff Sessions had at least 2 conversations with a Russian ambassador prior to the 2016 election. Here's the thing. During his confirmation hearing, Jeff Sessions testified under oath that he did not have any communications with the Russians. Now, right now, the content of those communications is completely irrelevant. Sessions could have been talking to them about rigging the 2016 election, or he could have been talking about their favorite breed of dog. It doesn't matter. What matters is that Jeff Sessions committed perjury by lying under oath during his confirmation hearing. Within 12 hours of this news story breaking, Nancy Pelosi was actually calling for Jeff Sessions to resign, along with about 500,000 people on Twitter. Now, this perjury is important for several reasons. The first of which is because Jeff Sessions himself has said that anybody who lies under oath should be removed from office. So by his own standards, he should be gone. Now, I know we have to have a trial, we have to have investigations, we have to find out what exactly he was talking to them about. Was he talking to them as a sitting U.S. Senator, as a member of the House Armed Services Committee, or a Senate Armed Services Committee, or was he speaking to them as somebody who knew he was going to become Attorney General? That is important there, and we need those answers. But honestly, that doesn't really matter. Again, the content of those conversations is irrelevant. Sessions said he had no communications with them at all. I had no communications with the Russians. Those were his words. So saying under oath, testifying that he did not have communications with them when in fact he did, is perjury. Again, content is irrelevant at this point. And here's what's going to happen. Most likely, nothing. We've seen this too many times within the Trump administration already in the month and a half they've been in office, that there's very likely going to be no consequences for Jeff Sessions unless the Democrats do try to move forward with some kind of investigation or impeachment proceedings. I'm not exactly sure what it's called when you remove a sitting attorney general, but it's a lot like removing a sitting president. And speaking of that, that brings me to the second point. During the impeachment trial of President Bill Clinton, Jeff Sessions was one of the most vocal, calling out President Clinton for lying under oath, telling him that this was a gross misuse of the office of the president by lying to the American public, and therefore should be removed from office or at the very least impeached. Sessions himself is now allegedly guilty of the exact same thing. So will Sessions have the same kind of, vigor in investigating himself? How can we trust this man? Again, doesn't matter who he was talking to on the phone or what they were talking about. What matters is that we have a person who is in charge of the Department of Justice that lied to the Senate and to the American people. Somebody who has proven that we cannot trust him. He needs to go. Doesn't matter who he spoke to or what they spoke about. He lied under oath, and that's against the law.